Have you ever considered that every time you imitate another man, you're essentially castrating your own potential? Think about it. Every gesture, every word, every style you borrow without critical thought, without making it undeniably yours, is a slice at the very core of your unique being. We're diving deep right now into the festering abyss of self-betrayal, where mimicry, that seemingly harmless, even encouraged act of imitation, becomes the silent, insidious killer of originality. Are you a man or a mere echo? A hollow shell reverberating with the sounds of others, devoid of your own authentic voice? It's a question that should chill you to the bone. Today, we're not holding back. We're going to expose with brutal honesty how this insidious habit is destroying lives, turning vibrant, potentially groundbreaking men into pathetic shadows, and most importantly, what you can do to break free from this self-imposed prison. We're going to lay bare the mechanics of this societal disease and arm you with the weapons to fight back. This isn't some fluffy self-help seminar. This is a war for your soul, and the first battle is recognizing the enemy within. So I ask you again, and listen to the answer that rises from the depths of your gut. Are you truly living, or just existing as a pale imitation of someone else? The illusion of the easy path. Why do men fall into the trap of imitation? It's the seduction, the siren song of the seemingly easy path, isn't it? A mirage shimmering in the desert of self-doubt, promising quick success, instant gratification, without the grueling, soul-wrenching work of self-discovery. It whispers lies of effortless achievement, bypassing the necessary fires of forging your own identity. We are going to dissect the psychology behind this self-betrayal, this voluntary surrender of individuality. We're going to expose how the fear of failure, that primal terror lurking in every man's heart, and the equally powerful allure of belonging, the desperate need to fit in, conspire to lead men down a road of perpetual mediocrity, a life lived in the shadows of others. Consider John. I knew a John once, a whirlwind of raw artistic talent. His hands, they danced across canvases, conjuring vibrant worlds, breathtaking landscapes, portraits that seemed to breathe. He held the fire of creation within him. But the world, his friends, they whispered insidious doubts. Art, that's not a career, John, that's a hobby. Be practical, be like us. They beckoned him towards the security of a corporate career, a 9-to-5 existence in a sterile, soul-crushing office. He, crippled by the fear of financial instability, of standing out, of failing as an artist, succumbed. He traded his vibrant palette for spreadsheets, his boundless imagination for quarterly reports. He became another cog in the machine, another face in the crowd, another life slowly withering away in quiet desperation. His artistic spark, once a roaring flame, dwindled to a flickering ember, buried beneath layers of regret and unfulfilled potential. He became a ghost of the man he could have been, all for the illusion of safety, the lie of the easy path. He chased belonging so hard he forgot himself. Is this not the tragedy of our modern age and social media? It's gasoline poured onto this already raging inferno. It presents a relentless, curated stream of perfection, a highlight reel of other men's supposed successes, their fabricated happiness. Men, bombarded by these images, desperately try to emulate this phantom perfection, chasing an illusion, losing themselves in the process. They see the sculpted physique, the expensive car, the beautiful woman, the exotic vacation, and they think, that's what success looks like. That's what I need to be. They contort themselves, twisting their personalities, sacrificing their authentic selves at the altar of online validation. They become digital chameleons, constantly shifting, adapting, imitating, never truly living, never truly being. Isn't it an insult, a profound, visceral insult? The idea of trading your divine spark, that unique essence that makes you you, for a cheap, mass-produced imitation. Isn't it a betrayal of the highest order to silence your inner voice, to stifle your own potential, all in the pursuit of becoming a carbon copy of someone else? To reject that is an act of revolution. To find your own path and run it like a marathon, and to be able to look at yourself in the mirror with profound proudness, that is the act of a true man. The destructive power of comparison. Let's talk about a poison, a venom that seeps into the very core of your being, turning your aspirations into ashes. I am talking about the constant, corrosive comparison to others. How can you possibly forge your own path, chisel your own destiny, when your eyes are perpetually glued to someone else's journey? It's like trying to run a marathon while constantly looking over your shoulder. You're guaranteed to stumble, to lose your stride, to end up face down in the dirt. This isn't just about a fleeting moment of envy. It's a chronic disease, a self-inflicted wound that festers with every glance at another man's achievements. It breeds a toxic envy, a bitter resentment, and a soul-crushing feeling of inadequacy that whispers insidious lies in your ear. You're not good enough. You'll never measure up. You're a failure. Think about Michael, a talented writer, brimming with unique stories, yet paralyzed by the perceived brilliance of established authors. He spends hours scrolling through their accolades, their book deals, their seemingly perfect lives instead of hunting his own craft. With each comparison, his confidence erodes, his voice diminishes until his own manuscripts lie abandoned, collecting dust in the darkness of his self-doubt. Or consider David, a dedicated father, a loving husband who gets sucked into the vortex of social media, bombarded by images of ripped physiques, exotic vacations, and ostentatious displays of wealth. He begins to question his own life, his own choices, feeling like he's falling short, despite providing a stable and loving home for his family. This constant barrage of curated perfection fuels a deep-seated dissatisfaction, turning his blessings into burdens, his contentment into a gnawing emptiness. How does it feel to look in the mirror and can't see past the man you're trying to be, a pale imitation of someone else, completely missing the potent, powerful, unique individual you are? Your whole life you have been forced to admire another man's achievements. How much time have you wasted? Let's be brutally honest. Idolizing anyone, placing them on a pedestal, is an act of self-sabotage. You're essentially saying they are superior. I am inferior. And in that very moment, you relinquish your power, you diminish your potential, you betray your own unique journey. Role models, as society so innocently calls them, become benchmarks of an unattainable ideal, shifting your focus from internal growth to external validation. It's a tragedy, isn't it? To live a life dictated by the perceived successes of others, a life where your own magnificent potential lies dormant, unexplored, unfulfilled. You become a shadow, a ghost, haunting the periphery of your own existence, forever chasing a phantom of someone else's making. Stop it. Stop it now. Reclaiming your authentic self. A call to arms. What are you waiting for? An engraved invitation to finally be yourself. Do you need a chorus of angels to descend and grant you permission to shed the suffocating skin of conformity? The time for timid whispers and hesitant steps is over. This is a war cry, a primal scream against the insidious forces that have conspired to keep you chained to the mundane, to the expected. I'm talking about a complete and utter rejection of everything that isn't intrinsically, undeniably you. Forget the curated highlight reels on social media, the relentless barrage of shoulds and musts that society hurls at you like stones. They are lies, manufactured illusions designed to keep you in line, to keep you from realizing the earth-shattering power that resides within your very core. Here's your battle plan, soldier. This is not a suggestion, it's a directive. Phase 1. The brutal inventory. Take a long, hard, unflinching look in the mirror, not at the physical shell but at the soul beneath. Ask yourself the questions that terrify you. What dreams have you abandoned? What talents have you buried under the weight of expectation? What passions flicker faintly, desperate for the oxygen of your attention? Write it all down. Every compromise, every betrayal, every moment you chose the easy path of imitation over the arduous climb of self-discovery. This is your confession, your reckoning. Be brutally honest because your liberation hinges on it. Phase 2, scorched earth. Once you've identified the external forces that have been shaping you, destroy them. Unfollow, unsubscribe, unfriend. Sever the ties that bind you to the opinions and judgments of others. This isn't about being antisocial. It's about creating a sacred space where your own voice can finally be heard. Silence the noise. Eliminate the distractions. Become a hermit if necessary until you can distinguish your own thoughts from the echoes of the crowd. Your social media. A breeding ground of mimicry, a curated gallery of lies showing you what you lack. Stop it. Phase 3, unearthing the treasure. Now the real work begins. Delve deep into the inventory you created. What are the recurring themes? What are the sparks that ignite a fire within you, even after years of neglect? These are your clues, your breadcrumbs leading you back to your authentic self. Start small. Take a class. Pick up that old guitar. Write that poem. It doesn't matter if it's good or successful by anyone else's standards. What matters is that it's yours. Nurture these nascent passions. Feed them with your time, your energy, your unwavering focus. Watch them grow, blossom, transform you from the inside out. Phase 4, defining your own victory. Forget the conventional definitions of success. Forget the money, the status, the accolades. What does your ideal life look like? What legacy do you want to leave behind? What impact do you want to have on the world? Craft your own definition of victory, one that is aligned with your deepest values and aspirations. This is your North Star, guiding you through the inevitable storms and setbacks. Chase it relentlessly, fearlessly, unapologetically. Imagine the liberated man. He stands tall, not with arrogance, but with the quiet confidence of a man who knows himself, who owns his strengths and weaknesses, who walks his own path, regardless of the jeers or applause of the crowd. He is a beacon of authenticity, a force of nature, a testament to the power of self-discovery. He doesn't need to imitate because he is the original. He doesn't need validation because he is his own source of strength. He is free. Dare to be different, dare to be raw, dare to be untamed. The world doesn't need another carbon copy. It craves the original you were always meant to be. Will you answer the call? Will you step into your power? Will you finally, unequivocally choose to be you?